just gave birth to our baby a week ago, and he followed me into the shower and started pointing at me while I'm standing there naked, screaming at me and telling me that I'm fat and I need to lose weight and not have my stomach poke out like that. I did the laundry today, and I folded my husband's clothes, and I hung everything that needed to be hung up on hangers, and I put it on the bed. And tonight when he got home, I asked him to please put everything away so we could go to bed. And I was going to take a shower, so I went in the shower and got in, and I have our 1-week-old baby sitting in his bouncer, and he followed me into the shower and pulled back the curtain and just stood there and screamed at me, pointing at me and saying that I was fat and I needed to lose weight, and if I wasn't going to do that I should tell him what to do, and I should tell him to clean or put anything away.
So guys, in this video we are going to be seeing men body shaming their wives, body shaming their girlfriends. Imagine having a very insensitive husband. You give birth to his own kid, and then he's calling you fat because you've not snapped back like he expected you to. Guys, some men are just not mature enough to be husbands. Some men are just not mature enough to be dealing with women in general. Let me not talk too much in the beginning. Let's get right into it.
I have low self-esteem and I'm gradually going into depression because my husband is body shaming me every day. It's real talk with Coco. Come, let's dive into the story. Before I get into the story, I don't know why boys are getting married these days. Like, you are not sensible enough to understand that as your wife is coming to give you children, that her body might change. That is part of the package. That is part of the sacrifice, the pains that she will go through to give you children. But you boys still have the guts to body shame your wives that gives you children. Like, you turn around and you see your kids around you and you still body shame your wife. You are a boy. You are not up to a man. Let's get into this story. That she got married to her husband, started giving birth. Her first child, her husband hardly come back home and all of that. And if she complained, the husband would say, the bed is not sizing me again. Your pregnancy is disturbing me. You are looking this, you are looking that. She said, Coco, it was not much then, no. But when I give birth to my child, this man will not cease to put me down. This man will not cease to body shame me. Look at stretch mark. You are now looking like a pig. Your nose has not gone back. Oh, this one, that one. She said, Coco, I nearly died because I was going through postpartum depression, and then I was going through body shaming from the same man that slept with me and impregnated me. Sometimes I look at my husband and I feel like, because I was that hot, but I held myself. So one day I sat him down and I said, you got me pregnant. My body changed in the process of getting pregnant and giving you a child. And you are body shaming me every day to feel bad. One day I told him, I said, you see this my body, as bad as this my body is, there's a man out there for me. A man that will love me and prioritize me and understood what a mother go through for body change. But you, I cursed you today. You will be cursed. She said, Coco, I'm not going to lie. I cursed him that day. Because when he came back that day, I saw some condoms in his pocket. That means he came back from a hotel, and that was not enough. He still came back to humiliate me and body shame me. So I cursed him. I cursed him so bitterly and I was crying. And after cursing him, I tell my God that is the end of my marriage. She said, Coco, this man did not say anything than to beat me up that night.
Ladies, I know we make a lot of mistakes, but please never make the mistake of marrying a man who is unkind. Don't marry a man who does not have empathy. And I know sometimes it's hard to tell because, people hide their true character. But I feel like when you've been dating someone for quite some time, it is like at some point you're going to know if this person has some empathy within them or not. from the way they treat people that they have nothing to gain from, the way they treat waitresses, the way they treat young kids, the way they treat the elderly. All these things are going to let you know if you're dealing with a kind person or you're dealing with someone that does not have any bit of empathy within them. If you're in the talking stage and you go out to eat and this man is rude to the waitresses, he's rude to the janitors, like he's just rude to people because he feels like they are beneath him, run for your life. Just because he's being good to you doesn't mean that he'll forever be good to you. He's being good to you now because you're still valuable in his eyes. But the moment you get married and he feels like he has put you in your place, you're no longer as attractive as you used to be in his eyes, you're going to get the same treatment.
What would you do if your girl became fat? Like, you met her, she was slim, and now she's overweight.
Forgive me, innit, but over. I'm not going there, I'm not
Try go in the gym, though.
You gotta go with her, bro. You gotta go with her.
If she's not trying, then
I'm just gonna say, like, cool, if my girl was put on mad weight and it's not just where she's a bit thicker than normal, like actually fat, I'm gonna have to show, like, oh cool, start coming gym. If she ain't on that, no, no.
I just saw the video of the man humbling his wife by telling her it's a woman's job to stay pretty every day to keep her man. And then he went on to give women a major tip on how to keep their man. And in the video, you could see the annoyance in her face. You could see she's truly agitated by the man's words. She even interjected by claiming she'll only stay pretty if she wants to keep him, because some days she don't even want to keep him, right? But the wildest part of the video to me was her not accepting the truth. Why won't women accept it's their job to stay pretty to keep a man from having a wandering eye? Because every man has a wandering eye. I don't care if your man act faithful, loyal, he legit, he don't do shit. I understand. Some men are committed. But you best believe he looking at gorgeous shit, pretty shit, cute shit, amazing shit, immaculate shit. He gonna look at what's to be looked at. He's going to admire what's to be admired. And if that isn't you walking through the house with the bonnets, the belches, farts, and unnecessary behaviors, that's a turn off to a man. You think he want to go out into the world every day to provide and conquer and come home to a mop bucket with a red dress on, a broomstick with a bonnet on, a laundry hamper with eyelashes? Come on, man. Y'all know that man wasn't lying. We can all see in the world, divorces is at an all-time high, separations are at an all-time high. And women can't seem to understand why men won't keep their third leg to themselves and their eyes to themselves. And it's simply because you part-time beautiful. You a part-time 6. You ain't even a full-time 6. You a part-time 6, and you want this man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Is it a woman's job to stay beautiful? Because if she want me to stay with her, only for her, do right by her, and keep my eyes and third leg to myself, she gonna have to give me a reason to do that. And come on, men. Y'all come back me up in the comments. Do not leave me dangling out here on this video.
Wow, guys, wow. All I can say is wow. Like, this man goes on to say that you don't keep up with yourself, you have a bonnet on. Do you expect that woman to have a face full of makeup while she's cleaning around the house, while she's cleaning the toilets, while she's doing your laundry? Do you really expect her to dress in a way that is attractive to you while she's running up and down, looking after those kids, trying to clean around the house, trying to do the utensils, trying to clean the toilets? Like, why can't men just for once put themselves in women's shoes? You want her to always look attractive in your eyes. You want her to always be glammed up and stuff. But you're not putting into consideration that sometimes she doesn't even have that time to cater to herself. She doesn't even have that time for herself because most of her time is consumed by her trying to cater to you, trying to cater to the kids, trying to, nurture everyone around her, trying to keep the house in order. These men will come on here and say you've let yourself go, but they are not even doing the things they used to do in the beginning when they had just met you. Before, when you were courting that lady, you would take her out on dates. Now that she's your wife and she has all these kids, like, you don't even compliment her. When was the last time you took her out on a date? When was the last time you told her to take some time off just for herself, pamper herself? You always want everything done around the house. You don't offer any help. She's the one doing everything, but you're still complaining that she's not attractive. When does she even get time for herself, really? And you know, the sad bit is that most of the married women that look worn out, I want you to take a look at their husbands. Usually their husbands look so good. The husbands look healthy. They look so smart. You know why? Because that woman is using all of her energy to care for the husband. She makes sure she does his laundry. She makes sure his clothes are ironed. She makes sure he's looking his best. The time she would have spent taking care of herself, she's taking care of the husband. She's taking care of the kids. She's taking care of the home. But you know what? The husband will still go out and cheat because she's not looking as attractive as he met her in the first place. That's meant for you.
I shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller.
I'm about to play the rest of the clip in full, but I did want to stop it real quick right here and give a content warning for anyone who might have suffered relationship abuse or violence from a loved one, as the rest of this clip can be very triggering. I get sent a lot of just absolutely absurd videos. So absurd to the point where it becomes funny. This is not one of those videos, but it's equally absurd. I considered not showing it, but I think it's important to see things like this so people understand the gravity of why I make the videos that I do, right? And why similar channels make the videos they do, why they are important in calling this stuff out.
He used to feel like he could kill her, but he's not gonna. If I'm holding a girl and subconsciously she knows that if I wanted to, I could pick her up and throw her into the wall, but I'm not, she's like, okay, I trust him. He's in control of himself.
It absolutely terrifies me that I know that there will be men in my comment section that will defend this guy, that will say I'm taking this way too seriously. It terrifies me knowing that I have friends and family that are currently dating, that I have 2 daughters that will one day be dating, and that there are men that will be trying to date them that think like this. I don't hate men. Despite what people say in my comment section, sometimes I don't. I think we can do so much better. What I hate that this exists. And I hate that there are people that probably saw this and nodded along. That's what I hate.
I promise you, you have not been scared of men until you have been a bartender in a fine dining restaurant where the main clientele is corporate businessmen that are away from their wives, away from their children for whatever time that they're on the business trip. I promise you, you have not experienced anything like that. Guys, these men that are out with their corporate friends, they hate their wives so much. Like, they hate them more than someone who like unalived their parents. They hate their wives. And if you're a girly with a corporate husband and you think he's amazing and you think he's the best and you think he's faithful, please, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just talking about what I have seen. The way so many of them will come in with ladies of the night, if you know what I mean. The way so many of them will be flirting with their corporate female counterpart, taking them home, leaving the restaurant with them. I have literally seen these corporate men like take their rings off, take them off, put them under the cocktail napkin, and proceed to flirt with women. And here's the worst part. I'm gonna tell you guys about a guy that I was bartending, and it took everything in me not to like swing him with my right hook because I couldn't believe it. So I'm serving, right? I'm serving everybody else. I had already given him his dirty martini, extra dirty with blue cheese stuffed olive. I remember this guy because every single time he wanted another drink, he'd go, yeah. So anyway, he's drinking his drink and then he's flirting with this lady that's clearly not his wife. She looks significantly younger than him. He probably brought her along. She's probably only there to get a free dinner and some drink. It's quite obvious that she wants nothing to do with him. Like, there's no chemistry, there's no spark. And they didn't lead together, by the way. Clearly using him. Again, like, it's so ironic because you're cheating on your wife for someone that's not going to give you the goodies anyway. Okay, cool. So to impress her, he just starts ragging on his wife. When I tell you the things that he is saying about her made my stomach turn. His wife just newly had a baby. He is telling this lady about her post-pregnancy body, okay? Freshly popped out kid. And he is just tearing her looks down. in detail that I can't even say on, like, I'm talking about all the way down to like what her private areas look like, what she looks like completely in the nude. Also, I don't know why this filter is making my teeth look so yellow. Please don't clock my teeth. I promise I brush my teeth. But
a man who discusses his woman to another woman is not a man. Like, it's already bad enough that you're out there cheating on her, but do you have to discuss her as well? Isn't it bad enough that you're already cheating on her? And let me tell you, if you're a woman and a man is discussing his wife to you and you think it's because you're better than her, check yourself and just know that there is nothing you have that is so special compared to the other woman. And chances are high that if you were to get with him, he would also do the same to you. He would also go out there and discuss you to other women. Keep that in mind.
yeah, talking about her stretch marks, how disgusted he is with her, how he couldn't even stomach having relations with her ever again. And goes into saying how amazing and sexy and good looking that this lady is, and he is just simping for her. I wanted to call his wife up so bad. Like, if I had a way to record this conversation and send it to his wife so she can leave him, I would have. And it took everything in me not to take his next drink and just dump it on his head. Because how can you, like, she just had your baby. She just had your baby. And you are... Yeah, guys, there's so many freaking other things, like, that I can tell you guys about. If you want to hear them, let me know. Just be prepared, because you will be so disgusted. Now, am I saying all men are like this? No. I am just saying the corporate men that I have seen, that I have served, that I have dealt with, they scare me. They scare me.
They just went on a date. He put his arm around me and he goes, "Oh, like, I can feel your belly hanging out." My belly hanging out? What the
Women don't body shame me, ever. Like, women don't tend to go out and body shame women. Sometimes, but not as often as men. Like, a guy will be like, "Oh my god, her back is dead, she's got a flat ass, oh my god, she's got no boobs, she's got no this, she's got no that." The minute you turn around and say something about a man's hairline, it's off limits. It's the hypocrisy for me.
But if someone came after my hairline, I'll be fine with that.
Because you have one.
Nah, it's bad.
This one.
It's really bad.
I've seen some W's. I've seen some McDonald's logos in my life. Trust me, you're good.
So the very same men who love to say about their wives, what do they like to say? She let herself go. She let herself go. Oh, she's put on some weight. She doesn't put herself together. And they will use that. She let herself go as an excuse to then also jump on that train and devalue her. She let herself go, so I'm going to treat her like she's less than. And it's going to come out in how he behaves towards her, in front of her, or sometimes behind her back. And most men, not all men, but most men are very transactional, and most men care about appearance even when they say that they don't. And if you stop all of that self-care stuff, they're going to see it as an invitation to stop caring about you. I knew a woman that was in separation with her husband, and she was completely devastated. She, was in bed for weeks. But he would come and pick up the kids on his custodial days. She would drag herself out of her bed, change out of her pajamas, spend the time to put herself immaculately together. Outfit, shoes, perfume, hair, makeup, dolled, dressed to the nine, so that when he came and got those kids, he saw that. And he would say, "Oh, where are you going?" And "I'm going out." And then later on their car ride to his home, he would pump the kids and say, "Does your mommy have any new friends? How's your mommy been? What's she doing? What did she do? Where's she going? Does she have plans?" Unfortunately, being in a relationship or a marriage with a man is constant work, and it also includes the constant maintenance of your appearance.
The woman says that her husband complained that she let herself go when she gained weight and stopped getting her hair done after giving birth to their 2-year-old child. Just two, not 22, 2-year-old child.
Can you hear that?
Can you?
Let me explain something.
Like a woman gives birth and says, oh, I want to stay looking like this.
I love how big I got.
I love when I gave
love
birth.
that nothing fits.
Or
I love that I can't recognize my vagina.
Or
love it.
No, for real, it's like they think that that's what we want, you know? It's like they think that we don't see that we've gained weight. We don't see that we have the stretch marks. Like we do. We see all these things. You know, it's not that we wake up one day and we are like, oh my God, I wish I had more weight. Oh my God, I wish I had all these stretch marks. But what do you expect us to do? Like, what do you expect the woman to do? Usually these women are already working on these things. They are trying to work out. They are trying to, you know, get solutions for all these things. Because trust me, she sees her body every day. Like, it is her body. She's trying. And you picking on her is not making it any better. Like, have some grace for the love of God.
A month after giving birth, somebody
love
comes up
that I
and
have
says,
stretch marks. Go ahead, Watson.
or when you see somebody a month after you give birth and they say, oh, when are you due? It's like, yep, had her a month ago.
Had it.
Because your stomach just doesn't go flat.
Are you having twins?
Nope. Just one.
Right.
Postpartum depression. Most women who have had children do not come back from this. They do not recover from this. Why? Because they have insensitive men around them. Because they have partners, husbands, boyfriends who are not willing to understand what that body changes. I've even heard worse. A man mocking, say as your belly be, say as your fat full everywhere. You know the shame for yourself. Only one picking, say as your kata full everywhere. Only 2 children, say as your body be, say as you be like grandma, say as your body sag. A woman that just bore your child, a woman that bore your children, a woman that gave you 3, 4, 5, 2, 1 child or children. This is how you want to repay her. Now, hear me clearly, men. Most of us as ladies, we never ever forgive that postpartum insensitivity. A woman may pretend that it's all okay, but a lot of women today who are depressed, who end up retaliating against men, is because of those mockery. Those things you think are harmless. I just yab them. No be yab. There's a way it stabs the soul. Especially a woman who's struggling with weight gain. Especially a woman who's struggling with getting her body back. Especially a woman who's struggling with the stretch mark that comes with having children. Some women are quick. They are brave. They are bold. They are quick to snap back. But your woman's journey is unique to your woman. Your woman's journey, you shouldn't be insensitive to it. As to mocking her with the body of your side chick or mocking her with other women around. Some women develop preeclampsia during pregnancy, and that is what we call high blood pressure. Some women lose it. They lose it after their babies. But the worst thing you can do to your woman is to think it's okay to not show empathy, to become insensitive and think you can mock her. Trust me, some women retaliate to that and it comes with a bang. I am telling you this as a woman. Maybe I guess I'm lucky. I will never forgive that. And I will retaliate. So the moment you're mocking that your woman after giving you children, please watch your words. Is it that you're there to help her get her body back, recover from that depression, or you stay clear?
Imagine asking your husband to go get you food to eat. He came back with the food and he's telling you that this is going to be your last meal. You're not going to eat McDonald's again because the only exercise that you're doing is from your hands to your mouth. You just imagine that. And to realize that this woman had just given birth and is married to this man. Some men hate their wives. And I'm not saying that in the slight way that we always hear men do hate their wives. This is like serious type of hate. You can never like comment. You can't even comment on a stranger's body to talk of the woman you lie next to. This is so sick. This is absolutely sick. Like, have some empathy, have some kindness. And I'm going to say it and say it again. You have to marry a kind woman, man. If you don't choose the man well, the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, till death do us apart, you don't choose that person well, this is not going to be the only thing that the person is going to say. And you're just going to kick it and then, laugh about it, thinking that, okay, everything is fine, it's cool, it was just a funny joke. This is not a funny joke, and this is not something you're supposed to take like slightly like this, because the next thing that he's abusing you, this is like verbal abuse. The next thing will be like physical, and the next thing is going to be like emotional and financial. So it's just going to start piling up and up and up and up.
It has come to my knowledge that men are breaking up with their long-term significant other because they gain weight, or like they don't look like how they did at one point when they were dating. And I just don't understand that at all. And the craziest part, like I have analyzed a lot of relationships that have been going through this phenomenon. The crazy part is that the guy is like receding hairline, like shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle, but like the 2-liter one. Like, it's just so crazy to me. And I'm a problem solver, and I think the root of this problem is that these men have not been humble. They think that because they have money and 2 pieces of hair stuck to their head, that they can get any bitch that they want. I've always been a philanthropist. I've always been a member of my community. I've always stepped up when times were needed. And so for this issue, I have started an organization to humble men. If you are unfortunately going through this issue, this problem, you can reach out to me and I will humble your man.
Before we continue, I would genuinely love to hear from you guys. Like, do you think it is okay for your partner to comment about your looks, to comment about your weight, to tell you to lose weight and stuff like that? Like, do you genuinely feel like if you guys are together, you should be that open to a point of, commenting about each other's looks and, critiquing and stuff? Now, I, for one, I feel like it all comes down to how you do it. And if the other person has actually given you a go ahead to comment on, their weight, their looks, like that is the only time when it's okay. For instance, if you ask your boyfriend what he thinks about, your body and stuff like that, I feel like then there it is okay for him to, give you his own opinion, but still it is how he says it. You don't have to be insensitive when you're giving your opinion about someone's looks. Like, say it with some bit of grace, say it with some bit of empathy, so that the other person doesn't feel like you're actually attacking them. But I would love to hear what you guys think. Like, do you think it is okay, or you feel like there shouldn't be such conversations at all? Like, I already know how my body looks, so you don't have to comment about it. Let me hear your opinions in the comment section below.
This has been on my mental, and I really want to talk about this, but I feel like body shaming in the dating world as a South Asian woman, unfortunately, has become normalized. So Cass Jerome shared a TikTok about her breakup story with her ex, who basically said that he was attracted to her face but not her body. Mind you, she's had her own trials and tribulations with her own self-love journey. So to hear that was one of the reasons why he wasn't attracted to her kind of hurt my heart. I think specifically, even as a South Asian woman, we've been brought up with Eurocentric beauty standards and have never been considered desired or beautiful enough. And it takes a lot of self-growth and self-love to get to a position of high self-esteem, high self-love, and high confidence. And I honestly believe South Asian women are some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. But speaking from personal experience, I've noticed that men ask a certain set of questions to determine if you're on the skinnier or slimmer side versus thicker. Specifically, they're persistently inquiring if I work out and how frequently I work out. And it's almost like an over excess of highlighting their own workout regime. Like, all they do is work and work out. And like, they want a partner that does the same thing. Like, even one guy said, like, oh, I work out because you feel great, but you also look great. I just feel like there are so many more benefits to working out than just looking great. And it's quite infuriating because I'm persistently being asked about the details of my workout regime and like my lifestyle. And this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like positive, healthy, and fruitful relationships need capacity for unconditional love. Like, you really need to admire someone's soul over their appearance in order to feel real, true love. Because anything could happen. Someone could get into a freak car accident and possibly become paralyzed. For whatever reason, somebody could develop a digestive disorder and then they drop weight or gain weight. Someone could be a victim in an acid attack and their face could be literally burnt off. But I think at the end of the day, if we're in a relationship, we need to ask ourselves, regardless of the circumstance, are we in a relationship to love that person superficially or to love that person unconditionally?
Oh dear, men are not capable of unconditional love. Like, I wish most women get to understand this. Most men are not capable of unconditional love. They always tell you they are visual creatures, meaning they only care about how you look. They only care about how they look with you, how you make them look out there. Like, most of them are really not capable of unconditional love. They ain't. It is us women that are so emotional. It is us women that are so nurturing, and I think it all comes down to our maternal instincts, the fact that we give birth to life, right? I feel like we have that unconditional love because we know what it feels like to love someone unconditionally, because we love our kids unconditionally. We know what unconditional love is, but I can't say the same for men. That's why you see that when a man is no longer getting the benefits he used to get from a woman, he's already dipping. Usually when a man is severely sick and is on the sick bed, the woman, his wife, is always besides him. But let a woman get sick, let her get a deadly disease, let's say cancer, that man is already out there cheating on her. That man has already, replaced her with another woman. Most of them don't care, like they really don't care. That is the sad truth. They don't care. It is so hard to find a man that is going to stick to the same woman through thick and thin, through sickness and health. Like, it is so hard. It is usually us women that stick it out, but men.
And it's kind of frustrating as women because no matter how much we have to offer, we're always seen as objects.
I lacked a lot of self-confidence. You remember when we first met? Mm-hmm. I could not see anything pretty about my tummy. Yeah. Because of the stretch marks I had when I had my baby. I could not see. And you know who caused that? My ex. Because they kept body shaming me. This same thing that happened to me happened because I had a baby for you. Happened to me because I had a son for you. But now you made it everything that became on me. Like, I'm naked and you're telling me, probably he's saying that to me so that I don't have it in my head that any man would want me in case I want to walk away, because he knew then that he was emotionally, all right? But maybe that was what he was doing. But indirectly, he was killing all my morals. And no matter how pretty people tell me then that, oh, you're so beautiful, to me, I felt really ugly.
I mentioned what I wanted to eat and he lost his mind on me, going on for a good 20 minutes on how being fat is my fault and he can't believe I haven't lost the weight yet and he hates the way I look now. And he literally just went on and then said something in the Lord's name. Then a guy on another table stood up and told him, dude, don't speak to her like that. For another guy on another table to have to jump in to defend her, you know it's bad. Because we know that guys don't often do that.
This is something that women do not want to hear, but most men will totally agree with. When a man goes to his woman to tell her that he is losing physical attraction, maybe because she's gained weight or has cut her hair or doesn't wear makeup or nice clothing anymore, the majority of the time she positions that issue as a him problem.
First of all, if you're going to tell your wife that you're losing physical attraction to her but haven't asked how her day was in 3 years, then you already have a problem. And let's be clear, she's not saying that it's necessarily your fault. She's saying, how dare you criticize her when you don't give her any opportunity to prioritize herself. She can't take care of her, she's always taking care of you. And this woman specifically mentions women who stop wearing makeup, doing their hair, or wearing nice clothes. But when do you expect her to put makeup on when the kids have to get ready for school, the dogs have to go outside, and the husband lost his briefcase for the 3rd time this week? She doesn't do her hair because most women don't have time to go to the salon, and a messy bun just seems more practical when you have to clean toilets and do laundry. She doesn't wear nice clothes because an evening gown just gets in the way when you're vacuuming, and let's be honest, it's a lot more expensive to dry clean when you need to get the spit up out. And you want to talk about her weight, but are you really going to pick apart her eating habits when the last time she had an uninterrupted meal was a half-eaten bag of fruit snacks in the pickup line at the middle school? I mean, it's kind of ironic because you want to see the woman you married, but don't do any of the stuff you did before you married her. You want to see her get all fancy, but don't give her any time to get ready or a reason to get all dressed up. You think she likes not having a moment to herself? Because she doesn't. And do you know how selfish you have to be to look at your rundown wife and worry about her appearance instead of her heart? Think about that, because her body may be temporary, but your attitude's forever.
I took my badge off so I can say this right here. Don't nothing grind my gears more than a man body shaming a woman. So I saw this post on Facebook that said, a lot of y'all titties excuse me, TikTok, if I'm not supposed to say this, but a lot of y'all titties be sagging like a dried up IV bag or something like that. Something they said, it was stupid. But men shared this post. And the thing about it is, I cannot stand you body shaming ass men when y'all shake like y'all goddamn mamas. Okay? Y'all need, it be the main men that got bodies like birth of them. They got something to say about a woman. Now, you can see the finest man with the finest body, with the abs out this world. And they don't have one thing to say about a woman's body. But here come big titty. Don't get me started. Here come these N-words. They shape like they mama. They got hips like they mammies and they grandmammies. They got titties bigger than mine. They want to talk about a woman's body. This shit that pisses me off. Find you something safe to do. Find y'all something safe to do other than talk about women and women's body. And go look at yourself. You need a motherfucking BBL. Y'all need some motherfucking BBLs. But y'all so quick to talk about women and how women shape. But we the ones burning the children. What's y'all excuse? What's y'all problem? I know what y'all problem is. It's them damn genetics. Because y'all shape like y'all goddamn mamas. With her big back ass. Get the...
You let that be the last time now, eh? I am not gonna talk to you again. You will let that be the last time that you tell your wife or you tell your girlfriend that you've picked up weight. You let that be the last time that you body shame your partner and you make her feel insecure about herself. Let me tell you something. Before she met you, her body was banging. It was banging to the nines. Huh? But then you wanted children, so she gave you children and her body underwent changes. Huh? We were making humans. Have you ever made a human in your life? No, you haven't. Your body will surely go through the changes, my G, but the last thing that we need is to feel insecure because of our partners telling us that we picked up weight. You better start cherishing that woman because the day she does do a 360 on you, you will be out.
If your husband or your partner has the audacity to tell you that you're not attractive or sexy after you have your child, there is way more underlying issues there and conversations that need to happen, because there should be support there. There should be a lot of love. And the fact that you just blessed us with children is phenomenal, because there isn't a single guy out there, I think, that could ever birth a child. We get upset over hard bowel movements. Okay. So, I mean, that's the truth. So all of this stuff out there, support the women in your life that brought you this baby and brought this life into your family.
Hey there, super excited to come your way today. I'll be sharing 5 things you should do as a lady when your boyfriend or your man body shames you. 5 things you should do when your boyfriend body shames you. But first of all, what does it mean? What do we mean when we talk about body shaming? It simply means to mock or stigmatize someone by making critical comments about their shape, their size, or appearance of their body. To mock or stigmatize someone by making critical comments about their shape, their size, or appearance of their body. So I'll be sharing 5 things you need to do as a lady when your boyfriend decides to body shame you. 1, you've got to ignore him. You've got to ignore him. Why? Because he actually met you and saw your shape, saw your size before he asked you out, and he went ahead to ask you out. So why the sudden change? So when someone suddenly, who was so comfortable with your body size, all of a sudden decides to body shame you, simply ignore him. 2, you've got to focus on what makes you happy. Yeah, especially if you've accepted your body and you are comfortable with the way you are, then focus on what makes you happy. Because if you decide to dwell on the fact that he actually body shamed you, you end up being depressed. So the second thing to do is focus on what makes you happy. 3, do not take him serious. Yeah, don't take him serious anymore. Why? It could be that maybe he's with someone else. That's why all of a sudden he's now coming out to body shame you. It could also be that maybe he's with you for the gains. Maybe he wants to make some monies off you. Maybe he wants to use you to get a particular connection. So maybe he feels like he's been able to get the connection, so you're utterly useless. So when your man suddenly begins to body shame you, do not take him serious anymore. 4, you have to try to lose weight. Why? If you're uncomfortable with how you are, and then your man is body shaming you, it could just be a wake-up call. It could be something that would motivate you, that would spur you up to work hard, to work on your weight. So if you're uncomfortable with yourself as well, and then he is body shaming you, then you've got to try to work on it. So it could be a wake-up call for you to actually find a way to work out so you can be in good shape. And finally, you've got to practice self-love. Do not let the fact that your man is body shaming you make you hate yourself. You've got to fall in love with yourself more. Fall in love with yourself more and accept yourself for who you are. So the fifth way you can react when your man, your boyfriend decides to body shame you is to practice self-love. Practice self-love. I trust you on this. I need to help you. God bless you.
My husband is body shaming me and I just gave birth. Story time.
Let's go.
Okay. I gave birth last month to twins. Every time my husband will be insulting me, saying, see your big tummy, you are now shapeless, etc. So last week he insulted me and I told him he's short and also a 1 minute man. He has not spoken to me since then and it's been a week. What should I do?
Tom and Jerry. Anyways, first, Zeta, before I say anything, ladies listening, this is why it's good to marry a kind man. You understand? Yeah. This is why it's good to marry a kind man. Because why on earth will you be body shaming the woman that just gave birth to your own children? Twins for that matter. If it's easy, bros, go run them. Like, carry the belly, born them, let's see how your belly go be. Like what I'm saying is, if it's easy, go and get pregnant and give birth. Let's see what your stomach will look like. But see, your mouth bad though. But your mouth bad. But anyways, my own opinion on this, what I will advise is, these are minor issues in a marriage here. The reason why your husband is not talking to you, believe me, is his pride. Understand, his pride. And you have to make the contact. But I have a tip for you. Yeah, this is what you can do. Yeah, when he comes back today, tomorrow, this week, you know, just if you can afford it, make him your favorite food. Okay. You know, then at night, wake him up, have a conversation with him at night. Not during the daytime, not just at night when you feel he's calm. Call him, because this is not the type of issue I will advise a lady to take the blame immediately. No, because the man will continue. Instead, you guys should open the issue, discuss it. Baby, I'm sorry for what I said. Sorry I called you dwarf. You're the love of my life, blah, blah, blah.
And you're not a 1 minute man.
You're not a 1 minute man. You understand? Feed his ego, first of all. After feeding his ego, that he's now smiling like a fish head, then you chip in your own problem. Yes. Understand? Then you cannot be like, well, I don't like what you complained about my stomach. You know about this. This is because I gave birth. Explain to him. There's a possibility. Let's just assume that it's just ignorance. You know, there's a possibility that he doesn't know. You understand? So try that first. If it doesn't work, come back.
If a man tries to insult you, okay, if he tries to insult your appearance in any way, you just have to laugh, because that is a very wounded man who is projecting, okay? So send him love, all right? And send him healing energy. That is the sign of a man who needs to heal, is a wounded masculine man, not a healthy masculine man, okay? A healthy masculine man would never ever comment on a woman's appearance. Why? Because it is beneath him. It is beneath him, and he would never ever bring up a woman's appearance. So if you've ever been in a situation where a man is talking about your appearance, insulting you, saying you look ugly, saying you look fat, trying to compare you to other women, he is projecting, okay? Those are his own deep-rooted insecurities and fears. Do not internalize them.
First of all, my heart goes out to any woman that has experienced this, any woman that has been body shamed, especially after giving birth. The fact that you're already struggling with postpartum depression and there is this man that is also picking away at your confidence, it must be so hard. Like, my heart really goes out to all of you that have been through this. All I can say is that every woman's body is different. We are all not going to bounce back at the same time. We are all not going to get that flat tummy immediately after giving birth. Like, women's bodies are different, and that's what makes us beautiful. But anyways, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a video.